Okay, so this is attempt 2. Hopefully this time I won't accidentally say, I don't even remember how I said it, specificular or something. Specific and particular. See, I can't even talk. Specific and particular put together. That's it. Okay, so I've never posted a video blog of my view on religion, but with the recent blogging of a specific girl who seems to believe that the earthquakes in Japan were the answer to her prayers. Yeah. Saying that because her brothers and sisters have been praying for the atheists all over the world to wake up, and the earthquake was God taking Japan, this is a quote, taking Japan by the shoulders and waking them up. And I didn't take that too well. So this, I wanted to do a post on religion as a whole, including that. It's pretty much what fueled my want to do this. So I'll start off, I guess, with a disclaimer. I know. I've come across many people who are nothing like this girl, thank God. Who are awesome people, who are religious, but are not blinded by their religion. Awesome people. Okay, that being said, a quick reading as to my response for that video. She kept saying how loving, how loving God is. Well, obviously, a loving God, would want thousands of people to die, go missing, and have exposure to mass amounts of radiation, Also, that someone would pray and be thankful and happy that happened disgusts me. It just, no, it turns my stomach. No, you can't be happy about something like that happening, because you know what, it's not just people dying of old age or suffocating. It's 10 times worse than that. It's being crushed by huge blocks of freaking cinder and radiation poisoning, dying in horrific ways. If you don't know the effects of radiation poisoning, I'd suggest looking up maybe pictures from Hiroshima, and it'll turn your stomach. I remember going over that in biology back in middle school, and I still remember that. So if you think that that's something to be thankful for, you should probably just stop watching this now, because you're not going to like what I'm going to say. Okay. That was my response to the video. Now for religion as a whole. Okay. So, I would never tell someone that their religion is wrong. Y'all are about to see how lazy I am. That's right. I used this lovely painting stick to close my door and turn off my light. Multi-purpose. Okay. Oh yeah. I would never tell somebody that their religion is wrong. That was actually one of my biggest things when I did go to church, and when I was, all about, getting nice and pretty for church and learning about God. Is how am I supposed to know that this is the right religion? How am I supposed to know that the one I'm following is right and everybody else's is wrong? And it's still today, that's one of the reasons why I don't follow any particular religion. try to be a good person. Oh boy. I try to be a good person. I try to, do good things. And not stealing and all that stuff. I'm kind of scared of what's going on downstairs. Okay. So yeah, I would never tell somebody that their religion is wrong. Now, would I shame somebody for their religion? Well, that depends. I have no problem with people believing in God whatsoever. If that floats your boat, that is great. I'm glad you have something that you believe in. I'm glad that, you found something that fulfills a part of you. Excellent. Great for you. I mean, that's amazing. Now, people who blindly follow their religion, anyone who talks about a loving, forgiving, and merciful God, but they're hateful and cruel and unforgiving themselves, I'm sorry, you're a joke. You're a joke. Don't preach to me. Don't dare preach to me if you can't even follow what it is that you're preaching. For the love of all that is good and great on this earth, do not ever tell me I'm going to hell. Ever. Because that is probably one of the few things, no, not one of the few things, there's quite a bit that pisses me off about religion. That is one of the top things that pisses me off about religion. Back when I did believe in God, back when I was going to church and all that, when the world was simple, when everything was black and white and there was no gray, nothing in the middle, back when I had hope for humanity, I was saved. My grandma went to a Baptist church, and so that's where I went. My mom and dad never went to church themselves. I was saved, and then not too long after, I started seeing all the hypocrisy involved. Mainly from my grandmother, honestly. She used to be a lesbian, she'll tell you. Used to be. Never mind the fact that she still lives with my Nana. They were lesbians, lesbians, and but they're not anymore. And my grandma, honestly, she's probably one of the worst people I see when it comes to religion, about not judging, and she is the quickest person I know to judge. If you're black, if you're Mexican, if you wear too much black clothing, if you like the same gender, you're going to hell. Or rather, if you like the same gender, you're going to hell. But if you're black, then, you must be ghetto and you must be dirty. If you're Mexican, then, you're taking all the jobs. You're illegal immigrant. I mean, she jumps to these conclusions, and you can't convince her otherwise. But she's a Christian, and she's not supposed to judge, and she is supposed to love and be saint-like, I guess. And she sees herself as so, which is even worse, I think, because she honestly does not believe that what she's doing is wrong. And that's what I mean by blindly following your religion. You don't ask questions, you just follow, and you're excused from everything that you do. You don't take responsibility for whatever's fucked up in your own head. So yeah, I don't go to church anymore. I don't believe in the Christian God. I don't believe in what the Bible teaches. I believe there is a higher power. I believe that there is a good place good people go after they die, and I believe there's a bad bad place bad people go when they die. I believe that something had to have helped create this earth, and make these things that happen that can only be explained as miracles, you know. But do I believe in Christianity or what it teaches? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think for myself, which unfortunately when it comes to Christianity it tends not to get along too well. And if you do think for yourself and you are a Christian, that's excellent, but I know from firsthand experience that in the Christian community, if you think that way, then you're not a Christian. So you're shunned. You're shunned by both parts, people who aren't religious and people who are. And it's unfortunate. I think you should be able to, practice whatever religion you want and still be able to think for yourself. And that you can't's really sad. So I just don't. And if that means I'm going to hell, well then I guess so be it. I'll see you there.